welcome back to my 1000 niche site update. I will be providing a weekly update on how the project goes, but it's been only 2 days so far since my first video upload. What I wanted to do is not just provide updates on how many articles I posted and if it's getting indexed and things like that. This is not my first rodeo. I've built several affiliate sites, niche site, whatever you want to call it. I've done SEO for clients and things like that. So what I never done is document or share with people how I built it and things like that. So today's video is all about really how to pick the best theme and what kind of plugins I'm using. But first, I want to talk about just how this niche site is focusing on. What am I focusing on? A lot of people focus on, okay, I'm gonna do 1,000 articles for each of these keywords so that I'll be ranking. My focus is not about keywords. My focus is really about user intent, and this is why I'm not gonna build links to the site. I'm not going to do a lot of these stuff that people are doing to get this to get their articles ranked better. My focus is user intent article the best way moving forward. And so far, from my previous posts, I had 18 articles posted. Now I have 39 within 2 days. 60,000 words and 1,500 on average. And you can see the word count here: 3,600, 31, 225, 2,000, 1,900. So this is not about just filling in 1,000 word article and calling it a day. This is really about user intent. How much do I need to write about a specific keyword, what people are searching for, what kind of stuff is needed for that article. So this is really about strategy, not just keyword research. This is not about just finding decent writing to write a specific topic. It's really about how can this article fit the user intent. I'm not going to strategies on how to write these articles because it's my secret ingredient. I'm sure you guys could come up with a whole bunch of stuff when it comes to that. I'm just not going to do it because it's how I'm building my sites. But and how I'm ranking well. So this is the things that I've done on my other sites that's working well. So please don't ask for that. So yeah, 39 sites, 39 articles published. So the next one is really going into finding the right theme. And how I find the right theme is I'm using the Neve theme. But you could pick any theme you want, but you have to test it first, obviously. What I've done here is I went to the live demo and I clicked on, I went to PageSpeed Insight, added their demo, and then I could see that the mobile is 83 and the desktop is 99, which is really good because the site, if you go to the live demo, you can see a lot of CSS, a lot of stuff that I'm not gonna be using. But even with all of these gimmicks and stuff, they are getting 99. So one thing is hosting, the other thing is finding that right theme. And I've used Neve theme for a very long time for many of my sites. They do have a whole bunch of starter sites that I've used. Let me see here. Yeah, starter sites. So you could look at some templates or some ideas of how your site could look. A lot of people are just kind of going the crappy design look and things like that. I'm just giving some kind of texture, some kind of appealing type, whether it's just the design of the font or the layout. I do have some it'll be a better looking site without any effort, without hiring any designer. So that's and I mean the performance here. So without all the bloatware that I'm gonna not be using, I'm sure, and I'm gonna show you actually here. This is the mobile version of one of my article. You could see it's 93, and yeah, the only thing that is not green is largest content painful, but you could see that the title is the one that's the largest and takes about 3.1 seconds. So I could lower the H1 font size to just a little bit more, so I could just kind of reduce up to there maybe, or actually half. So right now I believe it's like 23. I could change it to 20 and reduce this. So that is one. The desktop version is 100, and since it's responsive, the largest content painful gets reduced just a little bit compared to the whole landscape. So 0.8 is how the largest content painful. So it's all green. So hosting is the other thing that you do have to consider. I use 10 Web, Hostinger, and WPX. Either of them works. I use Hostinger for multiple sites, but you do have to pay a little bit more upfront. This is yeah. So I either this one or that one, but you do have to pay for 48 months. So you have to pay $300 or what's 80% for Black Friday, which is good. I should buy another one with my other email. $95. Wow. The other thing is 10 Web, which is also good. Let's see their pricing. Monthly is $14 up front a month. So if you don't want to spend $100, you could do $14 a month. Right now, Black Friday. No. And then WPX is also doing a promo, but I'm sure you might not be able to get any of these if you see it in a couple of days. $24 a month for up to 5 sites. 10 Web is $10 for, or actually $14 a month for 1 site, $35 for 3 site. So it really depends on how you want to, how many websites you want to start. This is 5 websites, which you don't need if you're just gonna run one. This one is $14 a month, so that's good. Or just cough it up and then just spend, $100 for 48 months, which is really good deal. So those are the 3 hosting provider I'll recommend. There is another one that I personally use for bigger sites, which is Nexus, and I've talked about this on my other video. But they are a little bit more expensive. So one site actually is $20 a month, 3 months for $5 and $19 a month. So one site compared to WPX, Nexus is going to be better than WPX, but yeah, let's move on. So finding a right theme is really, it boils down to just going to PageSpeed Insight, and if the if the theme is really slow still, and they're claiming that their speed is great, you have to question they're not, their demo site is, the hosting provider is really cheap or something, or their theme is not working properly. So use their theme to do page speed inside and kind of see how much how fast really it really is. The next thing that I want to talk about is the plugins that I'm using. I've used as a fundamental. Obviously, you'll add a little bit more based on what you want. Things like collecting emails. I'm not gonna collect any emails. Um, if you go on Easorg, you'll probably install the WordPress. A few other things, but this is the basic things that I'm going to be using from till the end, and this is essential to any affiliate or niche site. This is contextual related post. This provides after you read an article, it'll say read it. Here's more articles you want to read, and this is a good option. Disable Gutenberg autosave. I do a lot of edits on Gutenberg, so this Gutenberg is a really pain in the butt where they constantly autosaves the work every time you make any changes. So once you make changes, it just autosaves saves. So this plugin kind of disables the whole thing, and I'll save it when I click update or save or publish. It's just really annoying. I don't know why they just keep doing that and not just have this disabled. I guess for idiots where they forget to save and they lose all their information, for all those people out there. But yeah, I use this so I can make any changes. You don't need this if you're gonna just use Google Docs or things like that to make any changes and then upload it. But even then, the autosave just kind of kills the whole mood. Okay, you can't do anything until it saves, and then it might it gets buggy. Easy table content creates table of content for you. The next coming videos, I'll show you how to use contextual related posts, table of contents, and other plugins that I'm using. Gutenberg blocks and template from Neve theme. Instant image is where I get all of my image right on Gutenberg, but you could use Pixabay, Pixels.com, and then other paid photo websites where you could pull in pictures and then upload it yourself. But this one, you could actually get your images onto your site real quickly, and I'll show you how to do that on the next videos. The Pro add-on along with the theme, because I purchased the Neve theme. Orbit Fox Companion is really good, so you could add scripts like Google Analytics, Search Console, Pinterest, and things like that. Ranked Math, Revive Old Posts. This will share any post that I've published to Twitter. Facebook doesn't work for some reason, so I don't know why. But this is not. All of these are free, except for Neve theme. This is with the Neve theme again. WP Rocket is well, actually not free, but this is something that I've used for all of my sites, and this is really good. I'll provide the link for that too. And then WP Word Count is the one that I've used to show you guys how many articles I've published and things like that. So, in summary, picking the right theme just makes sense. You could use other themes that don't have anything, and you have to kind of build it on your own. Neve theme just has cool looking websites that you could just kind of start, and then the fonts are a little bit, you could remove all the fonts, but it doesn't look good, and why create a site that doesn't look good? Neve theme just kind of worked for me, and I'll provide a link if you want to use that. Hosting, definitely you have to pick the right one. You could start with Namecheap, GoDaddy, or things like that to really save some money, but eventually you have to migrate them, and that will depend if you're gonna migrate them when you're getting 100 monthly traffic or 500. I'm writing 1,000 articles within the first 2-3 months, so I rather personally have a good hosting provider and I don't have to migrate at all. All the plugins that you will be needing or I am going to be using, I don't see any plugins that I'm going to use after. Well, obviously, I'm going to use my company, my site Linkilo, which is an alternative to Link Whisper. So I'm going to use this to build internal links. But other than that, I am not going to add any other plugins, and this is just bare minimal. You want to really minimize all any plugins that you're not going to be using or you don't really need. And yeah, so this is the an updated video on how to start or how to find the best theme, what kind of plugins you want to use, and just a quick update on how I'm focusing on my 1,000 article niche site. If you have any questions, just leave a comment below, and maybe I'll add that to my next video.